Hi everybody, welcome. On the 24th of January, we've got a new moon in Aquarius at 4 degrees and 21 minutes. Now, gradually this year, we're going to be feeling more and more of this energy of Aquarius. We'll be breaking away from the Capricorn energy bit by bit, slowly, and moving to this energy of air. We're going from this earth energy that's been quite heavy, very industrial. We've certainly ploughed our planet and done whatever we could to get the resources out of the earth. Now we're going to be moving towards getting resources out of the air, out of the space between objects, rather than from the objects themselves. So it's a very, very different kind of frequency that we're moving into. And this new moon, to me, is the beginning. It's like gives us a glimpse of what is to come. So at the time of this new moon, Sun and Moon, of course, together in Aquarius, they're actually square to Uranus, ruler of Aquarius. Now the square suggests that it might be uncomfortable to have to break through something. Maybe you've got some habit patterns, because very much Taurus rules your habit patterns, what you do regularly to feel secure. So maybe you've got a certain ritual that you do in the morning when you wake up. You do certain things, you make a cup of coffee, whatever it is that you do, but you're quite attached to that way of doing things. And if somebody were to come in and have you do it differently, you wouldn't be very happy. So this is an energy of breaking out of certain rituals that you have that might not be very productive for you, that might be keeping you asleep. This is a wake-up call. A wake-up call to ask you, what are your important values? Uranus in Taurus till 2025. What's important to you? What matters to you? What would be your 3 top priorities for yourself and for the planet? And for those things to happen, what would you have to change? I realize that for me, all the time I have to keep reinventing my work, my business, adding something new to it. The music, the painting, maybe soon it'll be some dancing, but always trying to bring a new idea, something different to what I'm doing. Soon I'm hoping this year to break through a certain comfort zone that I have, where I don't like having to learn more technology, but chances are with this square to Uranus, you might have to learn more technology. It might just be a necessary part of your growth. So the youngsters that are coming in, especially many of those with the triple conjunctions of in Aquarian planets, Saturn, Uranus, it's much easier for them. But we have no excuses. We have to break through whatever lethargy you've got going on. Wherever you're asleep, and maybe you know you're asleep in a certain area. Maybe you know you need to change certain habit patterns with respect to your physical body and your health. Maybe you know you need to change certain habit patterns with respect to your relationships. This is the opportunity with this new moon to just literally break out of a shell. Imagine that you're inside a shell like a chick. And inside that shell, I imagine, I don't know what a little chickie feels, but you can't see very much. Yeah, you're surrounded, you're encased, you might feel safe. But then when you pop out of your shell, to me this is very much popping out of your shell, it's like, wow, there's a huge wide world out there that I didn't know existed. And that's the energy of this new moon, seeing your world from a completely new perspective. We've still got this Saturn conjunct Pluto energy going on. It is beginning to separate, but nonetheless, they're still close. So this is the dying of an old system, the death of old things that don't work for us globally, and we're certainly seeing that with death of certain governments, economies, banks, certain physical things that just need to go, and especially anything that lacks integrity, that is dishonest. This can come out at this time. And the same in your life. What do you just need to let go of? Don't hang on to it. Saturn wants to hang on to the status quo, and Pluto wants to dissolve it all so that you can start fresh. It's like dying on your own 2 feet and being reborn. This is very much a moon of rebirth. That's how I'm seeing it anyway. So we've got this Sun, Moon, Mercury also in Aquarius, not conjunct, but we've got this, as I said, this build up to the Aquarian energy. In March, we've got Saturn going into Aquarius until the beginning of July. In August, we've got a full moon in Aquarius. And then on December the 21st, it's a very big day because Saturn and Jupiter will go into Aquarius. It's a huge shift of energy. I cover this a lot in my 2020-2030 seminar. For those of you interested, there's a whole series of videos on that, and I will be covering it as well on free videos as we move through this year. But Aquarius has everything to do with the merging of man and machine, of humanity with technology. And can we do it with integrity? Can we still maintain our humanness as well as advance technologically? Because technology and computers are going to grow more quickly and more quickly. I've got this quote here from Bill Gates, and this is just a recent quote, and he says that if GM, General Motors, had kept up with technology like the computer industry has, we'd all be driving cars that cost $25 and did 1,000 miles per gallon. That's how exponentially technology is growing. So we have to be very responsible here as to how we bring in our heart, our compassion, because Aquarius can be quite cool and quite cold. There's a cold sort of robotic side to Aquarius, and that can be good in terms of menial tasks that maybe humans don't want to do anymore. But when it comes to emotions, and it comes to loving, and it comes to connecting, and it comes to compassion, this is an area that we're going to have to get in tune with the opposite end of Aquarius, which is Leo, because the two always play together, and Leo is the heart. We mustn't forget to bring our hearts into everything that we do. So, to me, we are coming into a whole new age. We've got 5G coming, this whole thing of what that means for our health, for our planet, the satellites going everywhere. We must not allow ourselves to get into the fearfulness, which is the Saturn Pluto, not allow that to consume us. You might feel frightened about for certain things, but don't allow it to throw you off center, but for you to be able to see where you need to wake up and where you can begin to think outside the box and come up with new things, because we're more bored more quickly than ever before. I always think this is hilarious. Never let a computer know you're in a hurry, because it's hopeless. If you're in a hurry, you've had it with technology. So you've got to learn how to go into a certain flow of energy. But Uranus and Aquarius is all about you being the unique you. What makes you different? What makes you stand out? And you not to be afraid to share it. I get some horrible comments, particularly about the channeling. And okay, some people don't like it. Is it going to stop me sharing it? Hell no. How about you? What do you know you want to share, even if some people think you're crackers? So what? I did a couple of paintings that came through for this new moon. Here they are. I hope you enjoy them. I'm not sure whether they go that way or that way. I'm sure maybe some of you will comment and tell me which way you're more comfortable with. So I just want to wish you a wonderful new moon in Aquarius. Thank you very, very much for listening, commenting, sharing, liking, subbing. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.